Shulk is the only party member in Xenoblade Chronicles who doesn't have an aura. Or is he? Opening up the Monado Arts menu actually puts Shulk into a aura-like state, which means you can actually get some bonuses from some skills that are linked to him, such as Melia's Arcane Aura to reduce aggro gain by 30%, and Telethia Killer to increase damage dealt to Telethia whilst an aura is active by 50%. You can decide for yourselves how useful this actually is, but if you're struggling against, say, a story boss, which is a Telethia, then this might come in handy. Just keep in mind though, you can't use normal arts whilst the Monado menu is open. Reyn is an area of effect monster, with practically 5 of his arts being able to hit multiple opponents at the same time, the most out of any of the party members. This primarily means that Reyn is fantastic to use when you're fighting multiple enemies all together. It's even better if they're all grouped up into one place, with moves like War Swing and Lariat, which also help fill the talent gauge really quickly. And whilst the Berserker aura is active, your Mad Taunt talent gauge becomes area of effect as well. Sharla isn't a great character in Xenoblade in the first place, mainly thanks to a terrible talent gauge, Cool Off, being basically a hindrance to Sharla, whereas every other party member's talent gauge is a benefit. It's even more of a hindrance, however, during chain attacks. If Sharla's in the middle of Cool Off when a chain attack is active, she won't be allowed to participate, and you can't use Cool Off to potentially extend the multiplier, meaning that Sharla's lack of arts hurt her even more than usual. Dunban is basically the aura character, having 6 different auras through the duration of the game. But there are some things that you need to keep in mind with auras. Firstly, they can't stack, meaning you won't be able to have multiple auras all active at the same time to turn Dunban into a total beast. Secondly, you can cancel any aura at any time during its duration to cancel the aura completely, if there was a certain circumstance that you needed to do so. This does all mean, however, it's not wise to play Dunban, as you can see in the gameplay here. During the story of the game especially, Melia can build up a lot of aggro really quickly if you're not careful. However, to slightly offset this, the art Reflection exists. But what exactly can Reflection actually reflect? Well, almost everything. The only thing it can't reflect is talent arts, which require a Monado shield to protect against anyway. This means any ether or physical attack and any debuffs which were going to be inflicted on Melia can be bounced right back towards your opponent. Specifically on debuffs, however, it does vary on the enemy's own debuff resistances, so you might not get that lucky and reflect the instant death debuff. There are not many arts in the game at all which require a certain tension to be activated. However, one of these said arts is Riki's Happy Happy, which requires high tension to be activated. However, there's a little strat with this that you can use and abuse. If you apply one level 6 initial tension gem onto Riki and get the battle start affinity, you will immediately have high tension, allowing you to basically go into every fight that you want with a full party gauge. And this also still works if you then want to swap arts or party members round afterwards. Fiora's auto attack is unique in the way that her auto attacks go off twice for each one auto attack because she wields dual blades. This means you basically have 2 chances and 2 opportunities to get effects such as double attack or to inflict a debuff via a gem and other things. However, it can also be used against you in terms of counter spikes, where Fiora will take a lot more damage than other party members.